Yes, Jamie McConachy here for Charles Stewart and Company, reporting on today's female sale here in Ballarat, which consisted of PDIC females as well as cows and calves. A very, very high quality yarding, particularly at the front end. I thought the cattle presented incredibly well. They're repeat vendors. They're here every year and they do it well, and they generally, sell well. And they did again today. I thought that the first pen, particularly pride of place, goes to Wimmera Downs, and they were just some of the best 2.5-year-old Angus heifers you would see in this country. They were outstanding, and they made out to $38.50. I thought it was probably, I really hoped they would have made $4,000, those type of cattle, but we weren't far from it here today. $38.50 on the top end, and then through that first lane of cattle, every pen was just absolute, they were really, really good heifers. All 2.5s at that stage of the day, and they were all making from 35 through to that 37.50 and selling really, really well. But I must reinforce that these cattle are just outstanding. Go a long way to find better cattle. Slipping into lane 2, you were consistently from 3,000 to 3.5. Again, the cattle very good, ticking all the right boxes. These days, these guys are doing this, on a very professional level. They're ticking all the boxes and doing all the right things and giving the purchaser a great sense of security. So we saw 3 to 3.5 there, and then moving through into the third lane, we were still consistently around the $3,000 mark. What then did start to happen is we dropped back from 2.5-year-old heifers back to 2-year-old heifers, and there was certainly a discount when coming to those type of heifers. They were just slightly smaller in status mainly, and that goes hand in hand with having a 2 as opposed to a 2.5. But they were still making their $2,500 to $3,000, even those heifers three lanes in. And so selling well. Where the chances I thought were again 2-year-old heifers, right up on the job. PDIC, of course, to good Angus bulls, and you could put a real handy line together at $2,000. So I thought that was where the market, blokes could have jumped in and bought those heifers and either taken them home or carved them down and rejoin them, remarket them as outfits. So that was probably a little bit cheaper on that end of it, but the front end was just terrific. We then moved on to some coloured cattle, which were fetching. When I say coloured, you had black baldies and Hereford cattle, which were making around the $2,500 mark. All PDIC, of course, right up on the job for a March calving in almost every case. Cows and calves, not an overly terrific run of cows and calves here, I must say, but sold really, really well. We saw plenty of cows and calves making from 3,000 to 3,500, and which I thought, considering the quality and considering where the job is at the moment, I thought it was red hot. I really thought that job was, enormous. And then towards the end of the sale, we had little bits and pieces, smaller lots, slightly older cows, fetching around the $2,000 mark. So all in all, I think everyone was reasonably happy here today, whether they were selling or purchasing. And we look forward to the next 3 consecutive Fridays in a row, next week being the unjoined female sale, followed by the steer sale, and then followed by the nutrient sale at the end of the month. So we look forward to seeing everyone back next week. Thank you.
We partnered with an RMA Network independent livestock and property agent.